When we think of the most dangerous animals in the world, most of us often think of lions, tigers, and bears. But the truth is, an animal's size, bite force, and claws don't always represent the amount of fight in the animal. The beast we'll be talking about in today's video is of a modest height and weight, but yet it is one of the most ferocious animals that you will ever come across, ready to take on any opponent no matter its size or its weight. Now, if you're scared of wolves and bears, then you should be even more fearful of the animal that dares to go up against them. Meet the Wolverine, the fearless, aggressive relative of the honey badger. The wolverine, or scientifically called 𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏, is the largest member of the weasel family, with the exception of the sea beaver and the giant otter. But those guys are more like aquatic cousins. They have short legs and a stout body with a long, bushy tail at the end. Their fur is dark brown to black with a light brown stripe of fur circling the main body. Their paws look too big for their bodies, and they have sharp claws at the end. Wolverines are sometimes called skunk bears because they can release a strong odor similar to skunks. The wolverine can reach lengths of up to 3.5 feet and can weigh anywhere between 20 to 42 pounds. So, not a big animal by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, if you didn't know any better, you could say that the animal is cute, resembling a mix between a teddy bear and a badger. This teddy bear look is even further enlightened by the animal's small head and short, rounded ears. But between those ears is a large set of razor-sharp teeth that you definitely don't want to get close to. Unlike his relative, the honey badger, who's chosen to reside in warmer climates, the wolverine resides in the cold regions of Europe, Asia, and North America. It has a long, thick coat that allows it to comfortably survive severe frost, and its paws are similar to those of a bear to help it move quickly through the snow. And speaking of speed, the wolverine is fast for its size, reaching speeds of up to 30 miles an hour. For context, the fastest man of all time, Usain Bolt, only managed to reach a top speed of 27.5 miles per hour for a brief moment. So if you ever find yourself getting chased by this ferocious beast, you might want to start just saying your goodbyes. And if you think you can save yourself by running up a tree, then think again, because wolverines climb trees with ease. The fur coat of the wolverine is very dense and can also repel water. Wolverines that live in the cold Arctic regions benefit from this because the fur won't frost over. It keeps them warm and dry. When breeding season comes between May and August, the wolverine shows off its polygamous tendencies. The females go around the block sleeping with all the males they can find living in their territory. And just like humans, not all the wolverines get any action, while some others get the chance to mate multiple times. After this mating process, the female wolverine can choose to delay the implantation of the eggs till an unforeseen moment in the late winter or early spring. Then a gestation period of about 30 to 50 days follows, after which all three kits are born at the same time. These kits are usually born blind and deaf while weighing about a pound each. With no help from the father, the female single-handedly raises the three kits, which end up growing very quickly, as they stop suckling once they hit 3 months. At this point, the kits can effectively see, hear, and consume solid food. In addition to that, once they become independent, say around 9 months, they're kicked out of their home to go and establish their own territory. Wolverines are very territorial animals, with landmass reaching up to 1,250 square miles. This is why these beasts are lone rangers and not so easy to come across in the wild. Added to that is the fact that these beasts avoid places inhabited by humans. However, they are extremely impudent animals that don't tolerate competition, and so when their backs are against the wall, they would not hesitate to attack. Wolverines are scavengers and carnivores. Apart from carrion, they often eat large game like moose, caribou, and mountain goats, but also smaller animals like rodents and ground squirrels, sometimes even a bird's egg and berries. During times of plenty, wolverines frequently cache their food. These fearless animals also have the audacity to take food from any other animal. A pack of wolves, foxes, cougars, they do not care. Once the wolverine is hungry, it bullies and it steals from any animal that it can see, apex predators included. When there are no apex predators to do the heavy lifting for them, wolverines are strong and skillful enough to hunt their own prey. And the size of that prey doesn't matter to them at all. They have been known to attack deer twice their size, comfortably. Just look at this incredible wolverine attacking a reindeer that's almost 3 times its size. Goes almost immediately for the neck of this reindeer, inflicting several blows with its long claws. The reindeer manages to throw the wolverine off 6 times, but the wolverine just won't back down. They kept fighting until they inflicted fatal injuries on the behemoth of a reindeer, after which the wolverine slipped into the bushes to wait out its prey's final moments before feasting on the corpse. Heavy snowfalls create double meals for these savage hunters, as many of the animals get trapped, freezing, and dying under the thickness of the snow. At the same time, the nose of this hunter is distinguished by an amazing sensitivity that helps it to sniff out not just prey, but also animals that are buried alive. They can also detect hibernating animals through the snow and dig them out for food. They can smell any prey at a depth of 20 feet, and if any unwanted guests come for an easy meal, teeth and claws are exposed in a fierce battle for dinner. Its powerful teeth are capable of breaking bones and hooves, and they have a special kind of upper molar, which is rotated 90 degrees to allow it to tear apart flesh very quickly. This, together with an insane appetite, makes the wolverine one of the scariest predators in the forest. But despite the fact that their razor-sharp claws and attitude discourage many animals from preying on the wolverine, one of its most regular predators is still the wolf. This is because, unlike other animals, wolves hunt in packs, thereby making it a lot easier to have a wolverine pinned down, preventing it from making an escape. Now, the wolverine knows this, which is why it always stays away from the wolves' territories to prevent an unwanted attack. In the wild, the lifespan of this animal rarely exceeds 10 years. However, in captivity, they can live up to 17 years. Natural caution allows the wolverine to avoid unnecessary skirmishes, and the main enemy of this animal is hunger, from which young kits often die. And by the laws of nature, only the strongest survive. At the moment, an exact population hasn't been estimated. However, the IUCN Red List presently has the wolverine classified as species of least concern, which means that it still has a large population that's very unlikely to decline fast enough to trigger a threat of extinction. However, there is still one major threat to wolverines, and that is habitat loss. As humans continue to destroy their habitat for development or mining or logging. Another threat would be habitat fragmentation, which is popularly caused by roads and other developments by humans, which prevents these wolverines from freely moving between areas, hence causing inbreeding and a decrease in the population's genetic diversity. The damage by humans only gets a lot worse with the fact that these wolverines are often trapped and killed by said humans because they're viewed as a threat to livestock and/or property. Plus, people will hunt wolverines and use their fur to make parkas and coats. They often line the hoods of jackets with their thick brown fur. And while the humans have had their fair share of causing major havoc in the territories of this species, climate change stands as another threat. As the climate warms, the small mammals and carrions, which are the main food source of the wolverine, begin to decline in abundance. And in the Arctic, the warmth is causing the snow and ice to melt, which acts as a cover for the wolverines, and without their cover, they become easy targets to be preyed on by wolves and bears. Then there's another threat of diseases such as canine distemper, which is a virus that infects wolverines with symptoms like vomiting, seizures, diarrhea, and, in some cases, may be fatal. Regardless of all of these threats to the wolverine population, there have been several efforts to put in place to conserve these animals and their habitat. They're under the protection of the Berne Convention and the Habitats Directive, and some of the projects put in place include habitat protection and restoration, adequate research, and educational campaigns to properly and adequately raise awareness. So, tell us what you think of this fearless, savage, bone-crushing, claw-shredding, audacious, aggressive, tough, possessive, bold hunter-killer beast in the comment section below. And also, don't forget to leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more amazing beasts. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.